also have a poem. James Russell Lowell wrote it in 1844. As he stood against slavery, did throughout his adult life, lived to hear of the Emancipation Proclamation, lived through the era of the Civil War, 1860 to 1865. But before all of that, he wrote this. Once to every man and nation comes the moment to decide, in the strife of truth with falsehood, for the good or evil side. Though the cause of evil prosper, yet 'tis truth alone is strong. Truth forever on the scaffold, wrong forever on the throne. Yet that scaffold sways the future, and beside the dim unknown standeth God within the shadow, keeping watch above his own. I almost call this message Saints on Scaffolds in light of that. I love the idea of a scaffold. You know why? Because you don't get sleepy on the scaffold. You're engaged on the scaffold. You're at work. You're involved. You have a project. You have things to get done, and it's precarious. You're also not the building. You're the scaffold. You're a part of the act, but you're not actually calling the shots. You're following the design of another. Truth forever on the scaffold. The wrong may seem forever on the throne, yet God stands within the shadows, keeping watch above his own. How grateful we are for that. Where was God when the bottom dropped out of your life? Where he has been all along. Right there. Working out a plan that doesn't make good sense to you, or logical sense to your friends, or any sense to the person who is lost, but sovereignly engaged in the affairs of every day of our lives. I want to stay with the idea of the scaffold and the truth and the evil and all of that as I work my way through a number of passages of Scripture. I hope you brought your invisible rollerblades with you. Okay, start at Genesis chapter 50. Some of you are thinking, uh-oh, starting in Genesis. I know where this is going. No, you really don't. Because I didn't know where it was going when I began this message. When you get to Genesis 50, you come to, well, toward the end of Joseph's biography. Joseph. While he was a teenager, he was his father's favorite son. And because of that, all of his brothers hated him, and because they hated him, they worked against him. Joseph didn't ask for it. Joseph didn't deserve it. But they mistreated him. In fact, they sold him into slavery. Along came an Egyptian caravan, and they pulled him out of a pit where they had left him, and they sold him to those people in that caravan, and they hauled him off to Egypt, like a kidnap. And there Joseph lived the rest of his life. Stay with me. Unfair, mistreated, too young, not right, wrong, forever on the throne. Joseph stayed on the scaffold. He wasn't complaining. You don't read of a complaint once in the life of Joseph. That's because of God's sovereign work in his life. Stay with me.
What do you do and listen to when no one's watching and no one's around?